work-life balance. Which one do you actually think has work-life balance? Obviously, for me, I still feel like USA still have more work balance. No, not that. I don't know the two. I don't really know. But the thing is, me, I know that I still feel like USA have more work balance. Anyways, depending on the job and this, I still feel like USA has more work balance. Yes, they overwork everywhere. I still feel like it has more work balance. But the thing is, Canada has more paid leave, all these paid leave, 1 year maternity leave than USA. That's just the thing. But the thing is, that's why I say your comparison. Are you for the money, or you are for the peace of mind, or you're like people used to say that difference between USA and Canada is because of pa. In Canada too, there's pa. You understand? But it's not coming in the media. Another difference people want to say between USA and Canada is that all this same gender, a boy dressing like a girl, even Canada now is not like their headquarters. So as long as you are not inside Africa or Nigeria, expect things of such. Here you saw one video where they were saying the Prime Minister of Kinikon he wants to welcome his wife, not her wife. The wife is a man. You saw it. So it is everywhere. So the thing is, it is left to you to give your child or your children proper reset before you go. And then when you find yourself in any of these countries and you see that your children is exhibiting one symptom, just book flights, bring them back to Nigeria. You know how to do it now. Enter bush, show one egba to man gbera die to ba se twi lemeji. Opolo ma be set ni. Anybody to ba feke. And you know when people are asking you, kilo de te fi no money pe kini kan, you understand? You know, any kilo she, the way you are explaining wetin the pikin do, we self àwọn agbegba tiwa so ati lórí ẹ o fẹ́ yọ ọmọ pátá ni. You understand? So this is me telling you, whether US or whether Canada, this thing is their own rule, is their own culture. It is there, so it is left to you to decide the type of picking where you get. And aside that, some people are not even in USA, they are not in Canada, and they are still doing these things. Shebi, we have them in Nigeria. Did you see the amount of male dressing like opposite sex now? Are you seeing it? Have they been to US before? Have they been to Canada? See, overall everything, it's God hands that all of us, all those children hands they have. The only thing you can do, whether they are in Nigeria, whether they are in Canada, whether they are, the only thing you can do is try your best to train them and pray to God, because the person that want to yapata is gonna yapata. There is this popular one that is like their cheerleader. I don't want to mention his name. Let me say the first name. BC. Shebi, the person who was from Nigeria it's because they not allow me now anyway to USA. Was not from, so a whole lot of them are in Nigeria. And if you see when Instablog will post some of them, I got married to my husband, I got married. You see that majority of them, they were born and bred in Nigeria. So why didn't he change their opinion? There was one I saw recently, two girls. Me, I don't have any offense. I don't have anything against them. Everybody should live their life. So it's just the African way that me I'm saying. The two girls that were saying I got married to my best friend and Keniko, are they not Nigerians? They are Nigerians living in Nigerians now. In Nigeria. I'm not even sure they've applied for US visa before. So just keep an open mind that that is what I'm gonna say. It is God that used to train children. You only just to try your best. Shout if you can shout, scream if you can scream. After that, there is nothing you can do. If God has said, this child, you so don't allow that to be your limitation, because the funny thing is, you can decide to stay in Nigeria and raise these children. You sacrifice yourself, your time and everything, and then once they have age, imagine after 18 years, then you guys now decide to relocate, and that child that you, because of him or her, stay in Nigeria, you still go and join them. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So my own is, once you get there in 1 year or 2 years, if you are seeing all those symptoms, book flight, come back to Muritala Mohammed Airport. Just import him, live him with your grandmother or grandfather, and go back and go and live your life. His brain is supposed to reset. But to Muritala to ba mu lopolo. So me, I'm just saying, I've not given birth to before. Nobody prays to give birth to any bad child. Like, of course, when my client talk, they will say they are jackpotting because of their kids, because of their this. But then we have Nigerians that they've successfully raised children outside the country, in this country. Maybe people see the post of Okunu, this popular Yoruba actor. Omomeji, he sent 2 children outside the country. They should go and do. They are now graduates now. Why they know Yapata? I'm just saying, they are still, despite that, we still see this thing. We still have a greater percentage of Nigerians or Africans that they are still straight. We still have a greater percentage of them. So it doesn't mean that. And then for the pakpapa one, I've told you, they are just like in Nigeria that there is pakpapa everywhere. At least in Nigeria, we know where they are doing pakpapa. It's you that will not work to where there is pakpapa. So that's why I've said, even in Nigeria, with all the pakpapa and kiniko, there are still some of us that we are staying in a place that whether the only time we used to hear that there is bad thing is when we enter Insta block. That's the only this thing happened. Igba one. Some of us we know they hear anything, nothing they. So, but the narrative people put in the media is Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that. But there are a whole lot of us that we are living peacefully inside Nigeria. We know they hear anything, no amaba, no anything. The later we hear anything is when we log in to the website and say, this thing happened today. Which area? So may God not allow bad thing to actually come our way. So if you can, like I say, if you can survive in Nigeria, I actually feel like you can survive anywhere. But this is not me saying, of course, before you actually move to any city, you should actually make research and see the safety, their own rules and all of that. We have a lot of Nigerians, a greater part, just like they don't used to make noise. We have a lot of UK. How many Nigerians they UK? How many they Canada? You Nigerians, we have a whole lot of. In fact, there are some places I will mention in US. You would think is second Nigeria. UK no get Nigeria now. You Nigerians in US, but they don't used to make noise like UK people. So we have a greater percentage of them. So in that view, you can even decide to move to all these black dominated area or Nigerian dominated area. You understand? Not all these white clinical. But me personally, if I'm moving abroad, I don't like to stay where there is Nigerian dominated. It's just personal preference. But you, if you are somebody that you just still like the Nigerian vibe, you can move to all these Nigerian dominated area. At least that one, if you are seeing your fellow church member, your fellow colleague, you see that one, it will give you ginger, it will give you vibe, than you thinking that okay, you're staying alone in your area, you're with a white person, you're with a black person. So like I said, there are so many areas in USA that you just see a whole lot. In fact, you will not even know. The only thing different that will make you feel like you're inside abroad is maybe if there is snow, because you just be seeing black. You see one person from Ghana, from Koto, from Kenya. There's one, they call it Nigerian community. There is one state like that. One state like is Nigerian dominated. Like you will be like, this is Nigeria. We have that in those places, so you can decide to stay there. So this is me saying, be located outside the country with your children or not, right? Everything lies if that children is going to have child is going to have the fear of God in his or her, because you can try your best to raise that child in Nigeria but like I used to say, Nigeria is still the best place to actually raise your kids. It's still the best, and that's why I said if you relocate, I see that one year after or 2 years after, this child is doing like Enitori FM bend, book flight. I'm not sure he's moving Tala Muhammad, because there's this type of sun. Once you come out from the airport, there's this type of sun that will first hit you. Leave the child, bring it back to Nigeria, and dash it to your grandmother. I say, Grandma, I dash you this child. Go back and go and live your life, because there's no child that is gonna stress your life. Don't mind me, I'm just saying. But you guys understand what I'm trying to say, because the thing is, sometimes you just have to use iron hand. And just what these people say, I don't come this life. You just have to use that iron hand. I just say, Grandma, take the hair. Because the thing is, you cannot do all those things. You can so then I say we beat them to Nigeria 1 week. For 1 week, no nonsense good. My reset. So they used to say it's just God that used to lomoto. At least we have some orphans, we have some people that are orphans and they are well behaved than people that even have parents. We have a whole lot of people that are orphans And if you see them, you'll be like, ah, your mama train you, and go tell you, say, ah, my mama don't die when I was small, my papa don't die since when I was small. So some people don't even have parents and they still behave well. So that's why I said, Ọlọ́run ló máa ń fún yàn lọ́mọ tọ́. It don't be by you shouting, not be by you screaming. You see these children of nowadays, if you like shout, if you like scream, that thing that they want to do, they are gonna do it. So you're just to try your best. It's God that used to give us pikin and train. Ọlọ́run ló máa fún yàn lọ́mọ tọ́. All you can do is just to try your best, right? But this is not me saying that